Hello everyone, BoarControl here, once again with another deck guide for you. This time we have Highlander Mage. So this is a deck I recently piloted to rank 1 legend on the European server, and pretty powerful list in the current meta game. Matchup wise, strong against Warrior, decent against Rogue too. But yeah, this is the current list I'm playing. Firstly, we'll talk about the deck list, then we'll talk about Mulligans, and then I'll show you some gameplay. So here's the deck. Noticeable exclusion, Blizzard. Instead I have the Imprisoned Observer. I think the Imprisoned Observer is very powerful for its effect. If you can play this guy on 3, it really shuts down your opponent's turn 5. They can't really develop into this waking up, and it can buy you a lot of time. I often find the Blizzard's too late. It's completely useless against Demon Hunter. The game's already over by turn 6, which is a very common matchup. Against Warrior, it's not too useful either. And then against Rogue, I want to be doing more proactive stuff often and not have stuff like Blizzard stuck in hand. Even cards like Frost Nova, not great right now. But the general plan is to get Zephyrs and ramp, or you stall, which is kind of like ramping. You stall with the early game cards, and you have the Solarian Prime, and you have other big dragons to win the game. But speaking of these big dragons, you might notice this deck contains a lot of legendaries. So what's cuttable, what's not core? So Malygos, Aspect of Magic, and Caligos. These are obviously the best dragons, but you could play other dragons. Like if you just type dragon into your collection, you need to play the dragons to activate Dragoncaster, but you could just play like Big Ol' Whelp, Evasive Worm, Explorer. These cards obviously aren't as good, but if you're missing the legendaries, you can play them as replacements. Other cards you might be missing, you need the Highlander cards, you need the Amazing Reno, I think. Saved my ass so many times, this card. Yeah, other expensive cards. The Prime, it's very good, but I mean it's not like you need the Prime. You could just play Ooze in that slot as well. 2 mana 3/2. Obviously it doesn't give you the Prime card later in the game, but that's fine as well. But yeah, that's the deck. Now let's go into some mulligans. Okay, so here we have the deck. Similar deck on HHC Play. 25,000 games should be enough. First look at the matchups. Yep, Timber Demon Hunter side unfavorable. Loses to the Hunters. Hunters just a bit too smoky, but it's pretty good against everything else. Looking strong. Let's have a look at the Mulligan guide in each matchup. So Demon Hunter, the most popular matchup pretty much in the game. Everyone plays Demon Hunter. So yep, Arcane Breath kills their 2 half minions, the Narts. Zephyrs, always the Narts. You can pick Backstab or Wild Growth. Reno, insane, clears their board. Dragoncaster cheats mana. You want these cards, these 3 in every matchup. Always keep these 3. Mana Saber is a card you often want going first on the coin. The Mana Saber often gets worse. Here apparently it's still decent against Demon Hunter. I guess because it has stealth. That's mainly the main asset against Demon Hunter there. But yeah, I wouldn't be keeping Siamat. We can have a look quickly here, like what's overkept. You see this a lot of the time with Highlander Mage, and I'd say it's one of the most common mistakes, is people keep cards like Overconfident Orc, Ancient Mysteries, defensive cards that really don't actually help you win that much. Same with Doomsayer. Doomsayer is a nice card to have. If we look going first, Doomsayer is very good, but on the coin, the Doomsayer isn't actually living most of the time. You don't want to coin Doomsayer, and Doomsayer on 2 just often dies, and their board just gets too big. Like, it's kept way too much on the coin compared to going first. But yeah, looking at the kept percentages, like, you should never keep Overconfident Orc in any matchup. These cards, you just draw them and they fill your mana. You are looking for the Highlander cards and the Dragoncaster. That's what you need to win games. Arcane Breath obviously good too in this specific matchup. But this is what you want in every matchup. Highlander cards and Dragoncaster. It's the proactive way is to win the game. You don't win by being reactive. These cards aren't the reason why the deck's good. Cards like Orc, Rustied Raider. They're there just to fill the gaps. You will probably curve out just because your deck plays a decent curve. You don't need to keep these cards. Okay, next matchup is Druid. Wow, Amazing Reno has a high Mulligan win rate. That's crazy. Wouldn't be keeping the Amazing Reno. Zeph, always a keep. Dragoncaster again, you see. Don't think you want to keep a 9 mana card. Maybe with Zeph, Wild Growth on the coin or something. Don't think you want to keep Intellect. But it does have a decent win rate. Again, Orc, massively overkept here. Reno's good. I wouldn't be keeping Frost Nova. You can keeping Solarium's fine a lot of the time, because the idea is if it dies on 2, then you draw the Prime, right? But yeah, these are the high win rate cards against Druid. I'm surprised the Ancient Mysteries are so high win rate. I mean, there is some issues with sample sizes, but like I wouldn't be keeping the Amazing Reno opening hand. I don't know. I'd be looking for Zephyrs, Dragoncaster, Reno. Those are the cards I'm looking for personally. Next up, the Hunter matchup. Yeah, this is the bad one. See again, difference going first, Mana Saber compared to going. Wow, Mana Saber's just nuts in these matchups. Huh. Yeah, Mana Saber, Zeph, Kartoot. If you know it's like, if it's not Face Hunter, you could keep Kartoot. If you already have early game, maybe. Reno's good. Mysteries definitely gets better against Hunter because Barrier's good against Face Hunter. Barrier's really good against Face Hunter, so treating Barrier is quite good. Yeah, Doomsayer again. Yeah, there you see the Barrier itself. If you know it's Face Hunter, you could keep it, but I wouldn't keep it in case it's Highlander Hunter, where it's more about getting bored. See, Overconfident Orc, overkept again. Say the Solarium's overkept, because you're often dying by turns. Like, the sooner you die, the less likely you are to draw the Prime, so the worse it gets, right? It's kind of the idea. Yeah, Flame Ward sucks. That one's overkept too. Okay, next up, Mage Mirror. Wow, look at the winner on the Solarium, that's nuts. Solarium, Dragoncaster, Reno, Zeph. Wouldn't keep Tortolan, it's an 8-drop. Wouldn't keep the Dragon Queen either, unless I already had the Zeph. Yeah, don't keep the Frost Nova. Say just the Zeph, the Reno, Dragoncaster, Solarium, and mainly the keeps here. You want to aggressively Mulligan for the Zeph. If you already have Zeph, you can start keeping stuff that you can curve into after you Wild Growth. But in these matchups, it's all about the Wild Growth. Pardon, not really a class, so I'm going to skip it. Priest. So, yeah, Solarium good. You need to watch out in this matchup. Don't let this card get Shadow Madness. So make sure you play it on an empty board. At least on your side. It gets Shadow Madness, you're real sad. Normally against Priest, you can just run the mass. They don't have any card draw. You have card draw, so you can just keep on playing threats, and eventually they can't answer all the threats. You have Alex Strauss. If you ever stick a board, just hold your Alex in hand. Once you stick a few minions, Alex them and go face. They normally can't recover well from that turn. Now, watch out for Mana Saber as well. You often want to kill this off when you attack, again because of the Shadow Madness. Galakon Priest is playing 2 Shadow Madness, at least at my rank. So that's what I'm always scared of. But yeah, we can have a look. What's overkept here? Does Zeph really have a bad Mulligan win rate? That's nuts. I would definitely keep Zeph. Oh, that's the wrong way around. Yeah, looking like Ancient Mysteries overkept. These secrets are useless against Priest. You'd rather just not draw them. Versus Rogue. Let's go now. Yeah, Reno's the nuts, Dragoncaster, Zeph. Usual stuff here. Have a look at some kept percentages. Overcome on Orcs. Wow, this is. I think the playbase is a bit overconfident about Overconfident Orc. Massively overkept. Mysteries again, not too useful against Rogue. The barrier stuff, I don't think. Rogue's more about building a board later on, so I wouldn't like that. Doomsayer as well is not useful against Rogue. Against Rogue, you want to do your proactive thing. Rogue gives you time. It doesn't aggressively smoke you down. You have the time with Rogue, and that's what you need to utilize. That. Like Dragoncaster's here, kept 33% of the time. Should be kept like 100% of the time. I never more Dragoncaster versus Rogue. Reno as well, always a keep. Slime, a keep. Yeah, but you need to just like these cards are so important. The cheating the mana, like it's really necessary to win the game. Next up, Warlock, best cards. Don't keep the box. But yeah, Reno. I wouldn't keep Amazing Reno, but there you go. It does have a high Mulligan rate. Spicy Intellect's so high. It's crazy to me. Yeah, overkept cards. Looking like the Orc again. Arcane Breath, not useful against Warlock because of the Galakon Warlocks, but you could keep it if you know it's Zoo. Doomsayer again. Doomsayer actually isn't even very good against Zoo because they play the Dormant guy, and then they have Magic Carpet. So imagine they play Dormant Guy on 2. You don't want to play Doomsayer into that, and then play Magic Carpet on 3. If you play Doomsayer into Magic Carpet, then they just rush into the Doomsayer. So I can see how Doomsayer can be a big bait against Warlock. But yeah, Reno, of course, you always want that. It should be kept 100% of the time. That's pretty much that. And then there's Warrior. Warrior is a tricky matchup, but yeah, Zeph, Dragoncaster, being proactive is often the best way to go about doing things. Not playing Blizzard in my deck, but I definitely would never keep it if you do want to play it. Again, overkept card, overconfident. Arcane Breath is not good because it doesn't kill things against them. Like, you have to think about, does my opponent have 2 health minions that I want to kill? In Warrior, no, so don't want it. Doomsayer, not that good. It dies to Egg, counters it because it just gives them a 3/4, and as well as the 1/10 War More Challenger counters it too, so not very good. Ancient Mysteries also a bait to keep. The Barrier and Flame Ward aren't very useful. Intellect, I mean, I don't like Intellect in any matchup, but it's telling me it's decent in some. I wouldn't keep Intellect, wouldn't keep Drake at all. Keep the Reno. Oh, the Flame Ward has a high win rate, but I still don't want it. Dragoncaster is what you want. Yeah, that's the general gist of things. But yeah, those are the Mulligans. Now, let's get into some games. Okay, up against a Priest here. Zeph, Reno, Solarium. Seems good to me. Want to get this in my deck before he Shadow Madnesses it. That would be ideal. So I can't go coin Solarium into Zeph, for instance. I am just gonna ramp. You can try and use Zeph for reach in this matchup and other things like that. But I'm gonna try and play for tempo. It's normally Galacon Priest. They can Thought Steal. So crazy stuff can happen with Thought Steal on this matchup. Okay, this is the only dragon in my hand currently. I'm just gonna play the Solarian. You could steal it and kill it. Should I kill it off myself? It's not unreasonable for him to kiss. I'm gonna kill it off myself, actually. I really don't want him to steal it and kill it. I'm gonna take a Pyroblast. Pyroblast can be pretty nice for reach. Once they play the Galacons, their healing is limited. So that's pretty nice in those scenarios. Could play the amazing Reno here, but this is a really clean Rough Steed. I know I flutter mana and I don't apply as much pressure, but you don't need to pressure their life total too much early because you have Alex Strauzer anyway. I'd rather this dealt 10 damage, which it will do at some point, because Priest is going to scam a turn where they generate a lot of stats. And I'm going to be glad I have the Reno. It's a super weak time rip, but he's probably got Gather in hand and is looking to get that ready to go. Shadow of Death often deals with the Tiamat. But I think I'll just make him have it here. I don't really want to coin the 8 because we don't have any follow-up. You can try and use Tiamat as a reactive tool because Shadow of Death is 2 mana, killing a 7 mana guy. However, you do have enough threats in the deck that you want to make them have the answer for all the threats, right? This will just give him the... That's annoyed me. Not gonna lie. Rolling Fireball could just straight up hit my minion. That's really unfortunate. Deep Freeze and Power of Creation were both in deck. Damn. I was looking for either of them. This is significantly weaker. mean, the Flame Ward killed both his minions. Okay. Reno or box? You know, I kind of like getting Reno down first, because our hero power gets more ticks. The hero power is just value, basically. You have a higher chance of hitting the better spells if you have Reno up for longer, right? Makes sense. Well, now he has a lot of information on my hands. He might learn about the Pyroblast lethal potential. He might take box for himself to clear my board. Oh my. This is where things get real nonsense against Priest, man. I'm gonna jam the Dragon Queen. Okay, don't need to play the Amber Watcher yet. We'll just stay. If you commit too much to the board, there's like the 8 mana card that copies the opponent's turn, sort of thing. Cards like that just get better.
The future is clear. Your demise.
Whoa! There's another Madame Lazul. Okay. As you see, his entire hand is now created by. Awesome. Man, Reno does love putting cards in your hand, Mr. Amazing Reno. Loves filling my hand with junk, so we're gonna end up with another card in hand after this turn. And nothing seems particularly fantastic, does it? I don't want to play 2 cards this turn at least. Just gonna jam the Reno. Nothing's very good here. Appears that he's. Oh my god. Okay. That was a thing that just happened. Mage power. Oh my god. Reno loves overdrawing you. My Reno's personal favourite hobby is to create cards in my hand and overdraw me. Oh no, my prime.
Life at any cost.
Looks like I'm here just in time. You mortals know nothing of madness. Looks like I'm here just in time. I have too many cards.
Losing the prime's a big hit. Just trying to make my hand size smaller, man. Spend all my mana here. Toxic reinforcements are gonna pop. I for now never surrender.
I have trained for days.
Nice. Arena does something useful for once.
So be it.
Okay, it's spell. They're both spell related. Right.
The fate of the world hangs in the balance.
Never surrender. That's fine.
Just make it.
Okay.
Make it.
So I have 2 boxes. Oh lord. Pyroblast as well. There's an Alexstrasza in my deck. Oh boy. Let's see what his response is here.
Submit, heretic.
Shadowwood Pain incoming? Shadowwood Horror would have been nuts for him.
Time is running out.
Shadow Madness? I guess he was hoping it was Vaporize. I mean, he just couldn't clear the board. You just have too many threats for Priest. That's generally just too many threats. I thought this game was going to be crazy, but that was it. But yeah, just too many threats for Priest. Okay, up against the Warrior here.
You asked for it.
You could keep the Mana Saber. I'm going to 4 more though. See if my deck can work out what I'm playing. Okay, Doomsayer Zeph. Doomsayer really isn't all that in this matchup. Gonna Zeph for Wild Growth. Try and get down this power creation fast. Could Zeph for Ooze, but no. I want the Wild Growth. Okay. No other dragon in hand. Doomsayer, that's kind of bad. I want to hold on to the coin. Okay, a spell lackey. That's fine. I'm on 27, so the card 2 isn't actually healing me for max value. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does.
What now?
Kobold Lackey, okay. Taunts the egg. I don't really want to damage the egg because it gives him power 8 stuff. Reno? This board, Reno? I think I should go for not Reno this turn. He has 3 power on board, I'm not afraid of it. I'm gonna play Doomsayer. I'm not gonna hit his egg because he can rampage copy it. Awesome to have in the inner age. Go trade the lackey, go face. I guess the argument is you can rampage it anyway. The thing is, rampage gets it to 3 attack. If he goes face and rampages it, where does he get the other 4 attack from to kill my Doomsayer? If I damage it initially, he could rampage now and then full trade my Doomsayer, right? Rampage plus a weapon. Now he needs to go face and have rampage plus cork. And if he does that, then I can just Reno. So I think it's fine.
I must choose. I challenge you to Makara.
Bob. And my Doomsayer got challenged. Okay, he only has 1 power on board, so I'm not really feeling this Reno. This coin power creation, on the other hand, looks pretty nigh. Take the taunts, I think. I know I don't get much heal value, but it's okay. I could have gone coin Tortolan as well, but if we're going to pick box, I'd rather he had more of a board, which he'll develop this turn. Okay. Just shoot a regular old lance. That's fine by me. Rampage, inner rage. It's being copied. Okay. Oh, Pit Lord. So there's way too much health on board for my Reno. I think I'm going to kill the egg first. Just in case we hit the freeze spell. Okay, it's an easy puzzle box here. Oh! Plague, okay. Oof! I cleared his board, now I need some board development. I guess the board's just clear. I also ramped 1 mana crystal and drew a card, so we can play the Amazing Reno next turn. 3 rush minions, that's not gonna happen. Okay. Your turn, Mr. Warrior. Oh, his board's clear, which was the primary goal of the box. The secondary goal is to then develop a board, but you know, box can't do everything. But dealing with the War Maws are the cards that get you in this matchup. Being on 30 is super nice. There's the Corkron Reach, so Corkron, Inner Age, Rampage, Copy. It's like 18 damage you want to play around. So if you can be on above 18 when it gets to the late game, that's nuts. Okay, his armor total doesn't matter. We don't care about his armor total. He can have as much armor as he likes. It's fine by me. This board is non-threatening to me. So I'm going to take some time to play Mana Gloss. And these cards aren't very good. Frostbolt's decent tempo. In the future, I don't think we need the Mana Gloss's Tome. I'm just going to take the Frostbolt and I'm going to clear his board. I just want him to have an empty board. It just means cards like Blood Boy or Brute are harder to play, for instance. Make his turn a bit less powerful. We can play Frostbolt with a 10 mana card. It's nice to have that option available. Maybe get a tempo swing. Often the Dragon Queen is like the final the win con, because you deal with their board a lot of the time by this point, and then they can't deal with your board with the Dragon Queen. Okay, he's just dumping hand space. You must choose. Okay, no crazy spell in hand, but I want to get the 4/12 down. We can discover the crazy spell. No crazy spell discovered. I'll just intellect. Okay. The 4/12 body is just very nice to have. That's what I'm thinking. You can trade brutes into it maybe, but it's fine.
I'll show you who's boss.
Okay, down comes Bomb Girl. Once we take another 2 damage to the card 2, it's really online. Does this back up? This also is 5 armor. Thinking about that 18 health range, want to stay out of it. Try and develop my own board in the process. There is a brute. Oh, I'm taking face damage. A little bit worried. What's he doing? Rampage? Oh, that second the Bloodsworn Mercenary. So now his reach has turned into maybe Grom. A second Inner Rage as well, so I'm not quite sure what he has left in terms of reach. Also, his ability to make a big board doesn't really exist too much anymore. I think the standard Reno just does a good enough job here of clearing. Could have played this Reno too, but like, I'm not gonna die. There's no reach. I'm thinking he could make a Terran board, egg Terran stuff. Maybe want to use the Amazing Reno on that. Pretty sure it's just clean sailing from here.
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
Don't know how. I'm not really sure what his win con is.
I take it.
What could the Hench Clan get? Oh my. Any spell in the game? Oof. This could increase his reach, definitely. Probably just some trash spell though. I'm a little concerned, not gonna lie. Probably should trade that to limit the number of bombs he can get. Getting the Kartuk down to get the heal in. Start pressurizing the face. Bloodlust maybe is a card. Just thinking out loud. Savage Roar. That's some good. Have removal from my board. Twisting Nether. Oh, there it is, Savage Roar. Okay. Well, the Flame Ward's gonna mess him up here. Unless he's trading everything. Yeah, this Flame Ward gets him real good. Ooh, you hate to see that. If you're a Buffon fan. And he leaves. Yep. Just controlled him out of this one. Nice. Okay, so we're against Demon Hunter. So a lot of people are tempted to keep Orc Flame Ward. No, don't keep them. Edit Checker will eventually work out what deck I'm playing. qsA is nice in this matchup. Yeah, this is nice. Can you kill my Doomsayer? Yeah, going first, Doomsayer is exactly what you're looking for. Oh, he's killing it. It's nuts. I have the Flame Ward. It's like, wow. I think what's the perfect response here? Oh, anyone remember Volcanic Potion? Oof. Volcanic Potion would be nasty here. Oh, he's testing. Oh, it's going to be some bad news here for Bosky. And the Flame Ward pops. Boom! Still finds a way to get a minion on board. Slimy little Demon Hunter.
Is it cold in the shadows?
Okay. No attacking next turn for me. Or at least for my hero.
Hey, I got you, friend.
Beaming Sidekick. Ugh. That's a new one. Okay, this will draw me Barrier, the Ancient Mystery as well. But I think I'd rather develop board for now. Or just freeze the 4-5. It's a decent freeze target. Hoping next turn I can just draw into, I mean, look at my deck. I have so many plays. Oh, where did my board go? Anyone know? He is down to one card though. The only bad draw here, terrible draw really, is just Ice Barrier. Yeah, I'm just going to spend mana. Because we could draw into a 7 here next turn. And I might regret not freezing. Kind of bluffing second Flame Ward, but he should suspect we're a Highlander deck. I mean, now if I draw an 8, man, is this game losable if I draw an 8?
Our enemies will fall.
Okay, that's a card. So it could be draw a bunch of cards. The explosion now lets my 2/8 contest his 6/4. And then we just believe in the top deck. And the top deck is pretty good. Like, oof, all these cards are good. I'm gonna take out the 1 damage, set up the trade, and believe in the top deck. Wait if I go for the intellect next turn. I'm taking that 1 damage twice. I can't kill the 6 for 2.
Now I am complete.
Oh my. Deck, do something. That stops the attacks from hitting me in the face. Okay. Oh! I keep on following so much mana. My deck's full of insane cards. Oh! What is happening? Is this legal?
They will never catch me.
Stop drawing cards! So many cards! Come on, deck. Holy Lord above. Oh. No play on turn 9? Hello? It's astronomical, the odds.
Our enemies will fall.
So that pretty much wraps up this Mage video. If you want to see gameplay with the Mage deck, there isn't enough in this video. Tune into the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/BoarControlHS. That'll be in the description. But yes, that's all for now. If you have any questions, comment section below or ask me on Twitch. But yeah, that's the Mage. Hope you have some fun playing this deck. It is lots of fun, especially casting box. And I will see you for the next guide. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.